Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to play a game called Treasure Hunt. Now, Treasure Hunt is a game, or was a game, made by BPC Programs. BPC Programs was a company that was around in the early to mid 2000s. I think they have pretty much closed their doors now. The developer put Treasure Hunt up for up on GitHub, and I think people can make whatever modifications they want to it now. When he put it on GitHub, he did make some revisions to it for a little while, such as fixing some bugs and making some other minor adjustments. So BPC Programs, the Treasure Hunt was made in, I believe the first version was made in like 2002, and then I think it was made until maybe 2006 or 7. I'm not sure when he stopped making it, but the sequel to Treasure Hunt was 3D Velocity. And the main idea behind Treasure Hunt, although it may sound like you find treasure, that's actually not the premise of the game at all. You walk around this base. You have to basically walk around this base, and you have to stop a mad cloner, James Brutus, from performing some ill experiments with a mouse, a big cloned mouse that he's cloned with a cloning machine. It's a monster mouse that, if released, can cause some serious destruction and damage to everything and things like that. And in 3D Velocity, Julius Brutus was James Brutus's brother, and but 3D Velocity is a lot different than this game. Now, so in this game, you walk in 4 different directions: up, down, left, and right. There's no turning or anything like that. And there's doors you have to unlock. There's different parts of your mission you have to complete before you can disable the cloning machine. And there's some bosses you have to fight. And on the way to completing your mission, you will encounter patrol guards that patrol the corridors, and they have weapons and bombs that can do some pretty good damage to you. And you start with 500 health. You can get more with the supply room, which restocks periodically. James Brutus has the supply room automatically restock health packs every once in a while. And as a matter of fact, what I think I'll do is I'll get to the supply room, pause the recording, and wait for it to restock maybe once or twice so that I can have more health to work with throughout the game, because I really don't want to try not to use cheat codes if I can avoid it. There are cheat codes for this game, but I don't really want to use them if I can help it. I know what they are, but I'd rather try to play this game without cheating if I can. Now, the game, as I said, can be downloaded from GitHub. This is a game I originally bought back in 2010, I believe. Yeah, I bought it right at the beginning of 2010. And that was when it was still being sold, although updates to it were not very periodic. In fact, I don't think there had been an update to it in a while, but it was still being sold, and you could still buy it. And this was one of the audio games I did buy back then. It was one of the first ones I bought, actually. And so, yeah, now to run this game, you need to open the treasure hunt binaries, or treasure hunt master file, or folder, I mean, that you get from GitHub. So let's go to that.
Downloads for download. Last.
So let's press T.
Tarzan Jr. Level 30. 3D. Top speed. Treasure hunt master 42 of 382.
There it is. So enter.
Treasure hunt master. Items view list. Bin I selected 1 of 15.
Now under here we've got a bunch of
DLOS2
stuff. What we're looking for is a bin
created.
folder.
Bin 1 of 15. Items view list. Debug not selected 1 of 1.
And then we want debug. That's the only thing under here.
So debug. Items view. th.exe 16 of 22.
Now we want th.exe. Now when I press enter, we're going to get an introductory story, which I'll let play to explain the game a little bit more and your objectives of your mission.
Treasure hunt version 4.
BPC Programs SD presents Treasure Hunt.
So that's the intro.
Please wait.
Press space or enter to continue.
And here's the story that's going to start.
As he descends the steps to the underground base, James is concerned with the project's completion. He knows what he is going to do, but how he will do it is a different story. Going over all the chemicals in his backpack, James stops dead in his descent. As he stands there pondering over this experiment, he remembers his professor once saying to him,
James, you'll become an excellent cloner. I'll give you some resources here.
"Ah, if only he knew where the books were,"
Aha! There!
exclaims James loud.
Right under my nose, I didn't notice them.
A broad grin spreads over the face as he kneels down and opens a door built into the staircase and grabs his books. He then realizes all this time he had the items to clone with him. He was just being a dumb jerk and had not noticed it. After reaching solid ground, James begins to walk north. On his right, he passes a door. The second one he opens to an east-west corridor. He then walks towards the northeast corner of his base where the panel is located. After entering the code, he walks over to the vault in which he keeps the card which starts the cloning machine. Taking it, he goes back to the panel and inserts it. The machine begins to hum and Brutus smiles to himself as he watches it do its job. At the FBI.
Sir, we have learned of an individual by the name of James Brutus, who apparently has been accused of performing...
Now that voice right there may sound familiar to some of you.
Tried to converse with him, he's short-tempered, and some say that he spends...
This is actually Philip Benfall, a much younger Philip Benfall, who had an accent back then.
Circumstances lead to it, gain access to his personal data.
Fine. When am I to start this mission?
Oh, be patient, sir. Let me tell you your mission first. You will be required to search his house.
That voice.
Is first on my list. From there, I shall give you exact directions.
Entering Brutus's house, you notice the ordinary. Papers, coffee table, etc. A kitchen is to your left and the hallway leading to the bedrooms is to your right. You can hear the air conditioner humming softly in the background. As you scrutinize the area, however, you notice a rectangular opening in the floor. Kneeling down and placing your gun in a position which will allow you to grab it instantly should you need it to defend yourself, you beam your flashlight through the hole. Almost at once, you find yourself under 3 guards who are slugging you hardly. As you struggle to get up, you notice a team of fighters come to your aid, battling off the guards. They hoist you up and take you back to the FBI.
Very well, sir. The flashlight image you took of Brutus's base is exactly what we need. Unfortunately, though, you alerted Brutus of the fact that the FBI is after him. We have monitored him closely the last 3 days, and we have noticed that he has put his guards on high alert. Here's a card which holds the document which I have written. It explains in detail your mission.
You slip the card into a slot on the back of the audience. It begins to read the data on the card.
Munawar asks us your mission is to stop the machine at all costs. If it does do what Brutus has said it to do, serious consequences may result. You must validate your insertion of the key into the vault. Brutus requires valid authorization for this, thence none but himself may unlock the vault. Secondly, you must find the key. It's located in a chest which requires validation to open. Thence you must validate it first via the control panel, then open the chest and get the key. Once you have the key, Munawar, the next part of your mission is dangerous. You must get to the vault at all costs, unlock it, and get the card. This card will then need to be slipped into the panel to shut off the machine. This will also lower the shield. After this, blow up the machine so that none may use it again. Be careful though, when off, the machine alternately activates an extremely powerful camera which in turn is attached to several explosives. If you do get spotted, your history. Therefore, do whatever you can to blow it up, but don't get too close. Stay away from it. The machine will take a while to shut off because of all the electric it uses. Every circuit is shut off after a sufficient gap in between, so be patient and it will turn off after about 1 minute. Also, there is a weaponry available. There are some useful weapons there from what we can see, one of which you will definitely need in your mission. The door though is locked. You'll have to find the key to it. Once you get it open, take advantage of that room. We believe that the door to the panel is also locked for security purposes, though we are not sure. It may be unlocked. From what we can see, both locks use the same key. Brutus also uses a private transport system to occasionally restock his supply room. From the stairs, there will be a door all the way to your right. This door leads to a north-south corridor. At the end of this corridor is the supply room. We shall be notifying you when it restocks. Another thing, it appears that the vault is surrounded by minefields. Brutus uses a hidden passageway to get under the mines. We can't detect it. However, the mine control center is monitoring the mines. If you blow it up, you should be able to get past. We don't know what's under the mines, but whatever it is, you should be able to get past it. Just get rid of those mines. The audience, the tool from which you are reading the data on this card, is your GPS. From this, an earpiece is attached to your ear, thence none but you may hear what it dictates. It fits easily into your uniform's pocket. From the panel on the audience, you will be able to get your bearings, the bearings of the vault, control panel, and chest. The scope range on the audience is 20 feet. When you are in danger of being spotted by a guard, the audience will sound the red alert signal. A more alarming red alert signal will sound when you are spotted. When danger lurks behind, the audience will sound a high-pitched beep. Likewise, if danger lurks in front, in case you are blinded for any reason, the audience will sound a low-pitched beep. Another feature of the audience is its telecommunications sound system, or TSS. With the TSS, we shall have audio communication with you. We shall be guiding you through your mission via this device. The validation code you must enter into the panel is kill all, die.
Good. Any assistance?
No, only your audience and the communication device. And a gun, of course, and a sword. Could come in handy.
Do you have any idea as to where the chest and panel are located?
Yeah, we know of the control panel. It's located in the northeast corner of Brutus' base, but we could not get the exact bearings of the chest and the vault.
How well trained are the guards?
Know this. All guards have gone through training which has dramatically increased their reflex, skills in shooting, etc. Be warned also that they have bombs which they will kill you with if you aren't careful, so make sure to kill them before they can hurt you too much. Well, time is running out, so you better get going. We all depend on you, sir. Good luck.
Again, you find yourself at the house of the massive insane clone of Brutus. You enter and start to descend the steps to the underground base. You stop when you hear a blood-curdling scream from an animal? Who knows? You take a deep breath.
Okay, I will defeat him. He's not to be cloning like this.
You check your gun, audience, and sword. Everything seems to be working very well. Taking one last deep breath, you climb down the rest of the steps. When you reach the bottom and are on solid ground, you find yourself in a long east-west corridor, with a door in front of you. You get a feeling of being trapped.
What if Brutus decides to blow up this place?
You arm yourself with your gun and scan the area. It's surprisingly quiet now, considering what is going on.
Yep, so in short, that is our mission. Now, as we were told, we get we get 3 weapons, one of which we weren't told about. We have a gun, which we can activate by pressing 1, a sword by pressing 2, and we have poison needles, which we can throw at guards, and it will inject them with poison and kill them slowly over time. Of course, the more poison needles you throw, the faster they will die. And we can buy ammunition using points that we get from killing guards. And guards will respawn, so there is not a limit to the amount of guards in this game, I don't believe. Because when I played this game before, I've killed over 5,000 and there hasn't been... that hasn't been enough. So I believe they just respawn. And as we were told, there is a supply room which will occasionally restock health packs. It's not stocked at first when we play this game. We're told that it restocks later. So I think what I'll do is I'll get to the supply room and wait for it to restock once or twice, and just pause this recording while I wait, and come back, so that I can have plenty of health to work with in this game, because we're going to need it, especially later with the bosses we're going to have to fight. Because there are bosses in this game. There's actually 2. So let's press space here.
Use the up and down or left and right arrow keys to move through the menu and press enter to select an option. Start new game.
Alright, we have start new game.
Load saved game.
Load saved game.
Save game.
Save game for some reason. We can't save a game because we don't have a game in progress.
Learn game sounds.
Learn game sounds. Let's go in here.
Pick up health pack. Pick up health pack.
So that's what it sounds like when you pick up a health pack.
Ready to fire at guard. Ready to fire at guard.
The sound does not work.
Ready to fire at guard.
But this sound has never worked. But when you're ready to fire at guard, you'll hear a beeping sound, which we'll hear later.
Missile is making progress. Missile is making progress.
That is one of the weapons we're going to get later. It's a remote-controlled missile launcher, and it's my favorite weapon in this game, probably, aside from the laser gun, which we'll also get.
Remote control progress signal. Remote control progress signal. Audience detects door. Audience detects door. Wind howling through passageway. Wind howling through passageway. Guard launches bomb. Guard launches bomb. Guard launches bomb.
And that's all the sounds.
Guard fires gun.
Oh,
guard
no, it's not.
Guard launches. Guard fires. Guard fires. Guard spots player. Guard spot player is in danger of being spotted. Player pause game. Pause game. Access denied. Access denied. Empty cartridge. Empty cartridge. Return to previous menu. Use the up and load saved game. Save learn get exit game.
Alright, and we have exit game. Now, as you heard, there are quite a few sounds. So let's go to start game.
Use the up and down or left and right arrow keys to move through the menu and press enter to select an option. Easy.
So we have easy,
moderate,
moderately
impossible,
and
impossible.
Which we are not playing on impossible. I have never been able to do this game on impossible. The guards do a lot of damage, and it's really hard. Because I think the guards move faster as well on higher difficulties, and they can spot you from... I think they spot you from further distances. And they're more intelligent on higher difficulty, so they'll actually... when you run away, they'll actually look for you, as opposed to lower difficulties, they won't as much.
Easy.
So I think I'm going to play on easy for demonstration purposes. That's going to be the best difficulty to play on.
Loading, please wait.
Welcome dialog, welcome. Treasury Hunt is written by Munar Bijani. It has been ported to Windows by the work of Munar Bijani and Amir Amelie. Treasury Hunt version 4.47.
This game is written by Munar Bijani. Sounds produced by Philip Benfall. Music composed by Kelly Superja. Press space or enter to continue.
Alright, now let's read
welcome
this.
Dialog, welcome. Treasury Hunt is written by Munar Bijani. It has been ported to Windows by the work of Munar Bijani and Amir Amelie. Treasury Hunt version 4.47. Copyright C 2002 to 2004 by Munar Bijani and the BPC Program Software Division. OK button. Welcome. Treasury Hunt is written by...
Okay.
Treasury Hunt version 4.47. Registered to open
Where's
source.
Luna War? I haven't got a message from him for over 1 hour. Maybe something has happened to him. What can I...
This is Monoir reporting from Brutus' laboratory. I'm successfully in the underground laboratory at the moment. I'm at coordinates 3105, and there's a lot of activity going on here right now, so I have to keep my voice down. I can see a lot of stuff going on. I mean, there's doors everywhere and all this stuff. I don't know what to do. It's like very confusing, so we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I know. That base is like a big maze, as sort of the flashlight image. By the way, are there many guards around you?
Yeah, there are like, about 50 guards around me right now. They look like they're on alert or something, you know, like they're looking for someone and... Oh, damn! I've been spotted. Damn, that was close. Got him.
Yeah. Good work. Oh, well, now you can't waste any more time. You have to go and look for the control panel. Good luck now.
Alright, so we are in the game now. That humming noise you hear in the background is the cloning machine. Now, I'm gonna turn this music up a little bit. I turned it off. I'm trying to figure out how to turn it up here, because it is good music. I wanted to turn it down. Oh.
Gun.
Okay, I can't figure out how to turn it up, unfortunately. So let's talk about some of the key commands. I paused the game, and as you heard, we are in danger of being spotted. That siren noise tells us that there's a guard by us. So 1 through 3, well 3 right now, we're going to get more weapons later, but the number keys will cycle between your weapons. I believe there's 6 or 7 weapon slots. I think there's 7. Actually, no, there might be 8. There's a gun. A gun is 1. Sword is 2. Poison needles is 3. Bullet reflector shield is 4, which will deflect all damage from the guards. 5 is, I believe, the remote-controlled missile launcher. 6 is laser gun. And 7 is mental capacity breacher, which we'll talk about in more detail when we actually get it. And so there are 7 weapon slots. Now, the gun takes about 4 or so shots to kill guards, and it starts out with 100 ammunition. Each unit of ammunition you buy, I believe, gives you 5 or 10 shots. I can't remember, but the gun is what I prefer using for right now. The sword takes less hits to kill a guard, but it's not very accurate. Now, interestingly, and this is very unrealistic, but you can actually buy ammunition for your sword, and that actually improves accuracy and damage to the point where you can literally kill guards with one swing of your sword. It'll still miss. It doesn't improve accuracy, but it does improve damage, and you can literally have as many swords as you want. I still don't tend to prefer using the sword, though, because there are better weapons. The bullet reflector shield, well, we'll talk about that when we'll talk about the new weapons when we get them. The poison needles are 3, and I've already explained how those work. You have to be within 10 feet of a guard to throw a poison needle, that being 10 feet south of a guard, because the weapon fires in whatever direction. The weapon will fire in front of you, So let's unpause this and deal with this. Now we can look with our shift and arrow key. So let's look to our north.
A wall, 1 feet.
We have a wall there.
A patrol guard, 13 feet.
We have a patrol guard to the east of us. He hasn't seen us yet. To the south we have a wall, and west we have a wall. So the first thing we need to do is go to the supply room. And the supply room, as we heard in the story, is at the end of an east-west corridor. There's a door, and we go through that door, and then we have to go north to the supply room door. But we can't open the supply room yet because it's locked. So we need to find a guard with a master key. And I happen to know where he is. He's in the same place every time. Interestingly, the guards cannot unlock doors. This is the only master key they have. And one guard has it, which means if you take it away from the guard, guards cannot unlock doors. And so typically, if you get into an empty room, you can lock yourself in, and guards will not have any way to enter the room. And that's what I like to do in the supply room. I use the supply room as a hideout for a little while I wait for it to stock and get some health packs. And there's usually a few guards in the supply room, but we'll deal with them when we get there.
Done. 90. Nothing.
Okay, so let's go east. So we're walking east. Now that's a door. So let's open this door. Now we're gonna go north.
A wall. A locked door. 1 feet.
So that's the door to the supply room. We can also press T.
The vault is to the southeast. The chest is to the southeast. The control panel is to the northeast. The door to the supply room is to the north.
So that tells us where things are relative to where we are. Now, this is a locked door to the supply room. Now what we need to do from here, there's a passage we need to find to our west.
Use the up and down or left loads to save game. Learn get exit. Resume game.
Oops. So here's a little passageway. So I'm going to close this.
A closed door. 3 feet.
You can actually close doors on yourself, so be careful of
A
that.
patrol guard. 8. Gun. A patrol guard. 1 feet. A closed door. 9. A closed door. A patrol guard. 7.
Now,
Closed door. A patrol guard. 12 feet.
this patrol guard holding a master key is really hard to spot for some reason.
Close a closed door. 1 feet. A patrol guard. 13. An open door. A patrol guard. 10. An open door. A wall.
Where is he?
A wall. A wall. An open door. An open door. A patrol guard. 5 feet. Gun. A patrol guard. 1 feet. A patrol guard. 1 feet. A patrol guard. 1. A patrol guard. 2. A wall. An open door. 2 feet. A patrol guard. 13. An open door. An open door. An open door. Nothing. An open door. An open nothing. A patrol guard. 2. A patrol guard. 3. A patrol guard. 1 feet.
Okay, for some reason,
An open door. A wall.
I cannot find...
Nothing. An open door. Nothing. Nothing. An open door. Nothing. An open door. Nothing. An open door. Nothing. An open nothing. An open nothing.
the master key.
An open nothing. A patrol car 10. The wall. A patrol car 14. The wall 13. Nothing. Nothing. The wall 3. The wall 6. An open door. Nothing. Nothing.
Debug row 1 colon 2. Ops 2 not. Stop recording. Manage broad. Start streaming. Scene trans. Duration spin button. Transition audio mixer window. Scenes window. Controls window. Pause recording.
Okay, I'm going to pause this recording because I think we may have run into a bug and I need to see what the deal is here.
Not checked.
Okay, I'm back.
Controls window. Pause.
So it does seem that we ran into a bug. There's a couple of bugs still in this game. One of which was the fact that there were patrol guards, but
new notification from www.facebook.com.
My game was not alerting me to when I was at a patrol guard's position. It wasn't beeping like it should have. And when I was killing guards, you may have heard the weird stereo positioning. When I killed a guard that was right on my square, it sounded like it was to the left a little bit. And something had happened where I opened that door, the door to where the corridor with the master key was, and it threw off something. But I found it now. What I had to do is I restarted the game. I went back to the corridor, opened the first door that we saw in the long east-west passage. Opened that door, went north to the supply room door. Then I went a little bit south, and there was a door to my west. And I killed the guard and got the master key. Hold on.
Ops 2 9.
I've got a
controls. Not checked.
All right, sorry about that. I had a phone call. But as I was saying, we did get the master key. What you're looking for is a patrol guard holding a master key, and he should be somewhere at the very beginning of that east-west passage, right to the south of the supply room. So now that we have the master key,
Ops 2 not treasure.
let's go to the supply room.
The wall. The wall. The wall. The wall. The wall. The wall.
Wait, where am I?
The vault is to the southeast. The chest is to the southeast. The control panel is to the northeast. The door to the supply room is to the northeast. The wall.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press R to return to my start position because we appear to be lost, and I need to get back. Alright, so go through this door, go all the way north. And here it is.
Hey, that must be the supply room.
Close the door, lock it, and let's deal with the guards in here. Oh, there was one. So while we wait for the supply room to stock, let's go over a couple of other keys, and then if it's not stocked by then, I will pause the recording and come back when it is, so we can pick up some health packs. And that you hear is a guard knocking on the door because he can't get in. Let's go deal with him.
Hey, that must be the supply room.
An open door. 4.
Just one more guard to kill and get points. Alright. So, let's go over a couple of other keys. If I press S...
L 474, total point 37, your weapon at 65, total ammunition, you have killed 6, patrol guards, the vault is to the southeast, the chest is to the southeast, the control panel is to the northeast, the door to the supply room is to the southeast.
So that will tell us our status. If I press H...
474.
That's our health, so we've gotten hurt a little bit.
43, 189,
L will tell us our coordinates.
37,
P will tell us our points. A will, of course, tell us our
65.
ammunition.
Buy ammunition.
Edit
Enter
blank.
the amount of ammunition you wish to buy. All ammunition is priced at 5 points per unit. When you are finished typing, press enter. Press escape to cancel or exit this mode.
So we can buy ammunition here. I'm going to go ahead and buy a little bit for my gun. Let's buy 5.
You
Treasury
buy
Hunt version
5 units of
4.47.
ammunition.
Registered to open source.
115.
So we have 115 now.
Well.
We have 12 points left. I'm going to save those points for now. So, if I press V,
Yes.
tells us we've been here before. In this specific location, in these specific coordinates.
0.
C will tell us... what does C do? I forgot. I don't know what C
1.
does. Z does something too. I've never been able to figure out what Z does because it always says 1. I
Inventory listing. A master key.
will tell us our inventory.
0 feet.
D will tell us our death, which is important later. We don't need to worry about death right now. Because later in this game we're going to encounter water that we'll have to swim through to get certain places. If I press Alt and the right arrow key, actually
Quicker.
Control and the right arrow key,
Default speed.
that will raise our speed,
Quicker, default
and
speed.
left arrow will slow the speed down.
Quicker default speed.
So I'll leave it right there. Of course, shift and the arrow keys look in specific directions.
A wall. A locked door. A wall. A wall. 4 feet.
So, I think that's all. Let's see.
0 feet.
F will pause the game.
474. 46. 1. 12.
Oh, and R will return us to our starting position. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back real quick. Won't take long.
Gun.
Let's get some more points here.
Poison needles.
So that guard's gonna die eventually.
A patrol car 7 feet.
So is that one.
Hey, that must be the supply room.
40.
Yep, and you heard those two guards die in the distance.
55. Gun. 90. 431.
So, we got hurt a little bit, but now I'm safely back in the supply room.
The vault is to the southeast. The chest is to the southeast. The control panel is to the northeast. The door to the supply room is to the southeast.
And T will, of course, tell us where various things are in relation to us. And those are, I believe, all the important key commands. So what I'm going to do, since the supply room has not restocked, I'm going to pause this recording. Actually, let's take care of this guard first. Whoa.
Gun.
Hey, that must be the supply room.
So I'm going to pause this recording and come back a little later before the supply room restocks.
Debug window. Treasury Hunt. Ops 2 now. Ops controls window. Pause recording. Not chat.
Alright, we are back. The supply room has restocked, so we can go ahead and pick health packs up.
Treasure hunt.
Now, there's a health pack pretty much every square in this room. So we should get about maybe 200 more health. Right now we have
394.
394. While we were paused, I went out and took care of a guard, and I got hurt a little bit. But now, let's go ahead and pick these health packs up. And let's check our health now.
619.
So we have 619. I think I'm going to do this one more time because, trust me, we need all the health we can get for later. Actually, you know what I'll do? I think I'll continue this mission, and then if we need to get more health, we can later, because I can come back here easily enough. Yeah, so I think we're ready to continue. I'll go ahead and warp back to my starting position to make things easier, and we'll do the next part of our mission. Alright, we are back to the start. Now, the next thing we need to do is find the weaponry, which I need to remember where the weaponry is, because it's been a while since I've played this game. I think the weaponry is... we have to go...
Gun.
Oh, damn! Lunawar! Run! Run!
I think we have to go in that north-south corridor again.
Gun.
There's a door to our east. There's a door to our east. I think we need to go through that one. $125. Okay, I'm out of ammunition. Now, so what I did is I went east towards that. I went east from the starting position in that long east-west corridor. You'll remember we went there in that general location to get the master key and for the supply room. Then I went north, and there was a door to my east that I took going towards the supply room. The supply room would have been further north, but there was a door to my east I took, and then I went north, and there was another door to my east, which I took, and I think we're almost there. Let's buy a little more...
189, 169.
Let's buy a little more ammunition. I'm gonna buy...
Enter the amount of ammunition you wish to buy. All ammunition is priced at 5 points per unit.
Treasure hunt version
4.69. 200.
Alright. So there's a bunch of doors to our east that we're just walking through. Now, I believe this door...
A locked door. 2.
Yep, this door is the weaponry.
That appears to be the weaponry. The weapons are in the corners of the room.
Yep. Now, we need to be careful in here because there are many guards in here, so...
Oh, damn! Lunawar! Run! Run!
Gun, sword, poison. A remote-controlled missile launcher, 6 feet.
Alright, so let's get that. So that's in the...
Gun.
The remote-controlled missile launcher was in the bottom right corner. Let's go to the top right.
170.
Now we got
Mental capacity breacher.
mental capacity breacher. Now
100. 116.
I haven't talked about the mental capacity breacher, so I don't use this weapon very much, but what it does is it takes control of a guard's mind, and they can walk around and assist the player. It only lasts for a certain amount of time, but what you can do is you can control a guard, and that guard will walk around independently and kill other guards. You can press R to return the guard to the player's position, so that he can defend the player if needed. It also does work on bosses. So guards cannot enter water, however. That's the only limitation. So we have 2 more weapons we need to get, one of which
Treasure.
is the bullet reflector shield, and the other is the laser gun. So we need to go to the top left corner and the bottom left corner now, and the left-hand side of the room has a lot of guards, so we need to be ready for that. So let's go west.
Gun.
Alright, so
Remote control missile launcher. Mental laser gun. Sword poison need remote mental laser gun.
so we got the laser gun, that's in slot 6, and that has 200 ammunition.
122.
I'm actually going to buy a little
Enter
more. I think I'll buy...
Treasure Hunt version 4.47.
72. Mental capacity remote control 3.
And we have 3 missiles. I need more missiles than that.
72.
I'm going to go ahead and buy 12.
15.
So we have...
Remote controlled missile launcher. Mental laser gun.
I'll describe how the missiles work a little bit later. Yes, the laser gun is very powerful.
$300.
Ooh. Alright, and we got the bullet reflector
Mental
shield.
remote poison needles. Mental laser bullet reflector shield generator.
Okay, that's in slot 7. So I believe these weapons actually are in the slots according to the order you got them. So there's no assigned slot
Bullet
for
reflector shield generator. 5.
weapons. I'm gonna go ahead and put a shield around me.
5. 4. Remote control.
So we got 5
Mental
shields.
laser gun.
Oh, damn! Luna War, run!
200. Laser gun, bullet reflector shield generator.
Use it. One more.
0.
Oops.
Oh, damn! Luna War, run!
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I used more than one.
Laser gun. Save
Edit
game.
blank.
Enter a slot number from 1 to 3. This will be the slot from which you may later load your game. When you are finished typing, press enter. Press escape to cancel or exit this mode.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save. If I hit Control S, that'll save our game. So I'm going to save in slot 1.
Save
Treasure Hunt version
complete.
4.47. Registered to open source.
Your game has been successfully saved.
Alright. So our shield is worn off and we don't... ow.
300.
Alright.
Remote controlled laser gun. Bullet reflector.
I'm going to go ahead and buy
generator.
some more shields.
Final Treasure Hunt Treasure Ops 2900 64-bit Windows profile Untitled Scenes Untitled window System collapsed. Ops 29 Treasure Hunt Ops 29 0 Treasure debug window.
Oh,
Ops 29 Ops 29 64-bit Windows profile Untitled Scenes Untitled window System collapsed debug window Treasure debug Ops 2 video index main Scott down docket Brian MP Quartet VLs Treasure debug Ops 2 videos index main Scott down doc Brian M Quart VLs Treasure debug Ops 29 Ops 29 Exit OBS dialog. OBS is currently active. All streams/recordings will be shut down. Are you sure you wish to exit? Yes button enter. Exit OBS dialog. No button. OBS 29.
What happened?
OBS 29. File collapsed alt plus. System med. OBS 29.
I can't see the controls for recording properties. Hold on.
Exit OBS. No. Yes button.